think that's the Blackhead Puma, guys. Look at that little blushing right there, that little circle. I think that's the Blackhead Puma, guys. What's up, everybody? Anthony with grand.daddy.herps, back again with another video. Yes. In today's video, we are gonna cut clutch number 1 of the season. I am having a very late season, but a really solid one at that. I think I've gotten total 8 clutches in the incubator and a lot more coming. It pretty much came in waves. So first couple clutches were laid, and then the next couple clutches were laid, and now I'm just waiting for a few more females to lay, and so on and so forth. There's gonna be a few more waves. I think we're gonna hit maybe 15 to 18 clutches this season, which is actually really good because I was worried I wasn't gonna have much of a season at all because of the food issue, and I've explained it in previous videos. But anyway, the clutch was a female Puma, and I'm gonna show her off. She was bred to a blackhead yellow belly. So first things first, I'm gonna show you the adult male. I'm gonna show you dad, so you guys can get an idea of quality of genetics. He is a blackhead yellow belly, proven breeder, a really good breeder male. This will probably be the last season that I'll use him, only because his son, I'm gonna show off, is actually getting up to size. So you can see he's really dark, and I'm almost certain he's got the red gene. He's got a lot of blushings in between the alien heads, and definitely yellow belly. But yeah, I want to show off dad real quick. Really quality example. It always sucks when you're gonna have to let him go because of your holdbacks, but he's been an awesome breeder. I've got a few clutches that'll be from him this season. Actually waiting for this female asphalt blackhead pastel to lay to shoot for the super blackhead freeway pastels. That's gonna be nuts if I hit on that. Let's show you mom. She's back on food. She's still a little thin, but she's back on food. This girl, I originally got her about 4 or 5 years ago. She started off as a mouser, was just not the greatest eater. Took forever to get her going, but I managed to get 2 clutches out of her now. And I'll show you one of her babies that I held back last season. But she's a female Puma, just a straight up Puma. If you don't know what that is, it's a Spark yellow belly. So Spark is also part of the yellow belly complex, along with, you know, Spectre, Gravel, Asphalt, bunch of good stuff in that realm. But beautiful girl. And there's a reason why I want to show you the babies. I'm actually recording this part of the video after I've already cut the clutch, so I already know what the outcome is. But I want to show off these babies from the 2 parents. These are from 2 different clutches, obviously, but this is a female I hatched out about 2 years ago. She is what I believe to be, and I'm about 99% sure just because of other stuff I've hatched before, but she is a Firefly Enchi Spark. So I've also hatched out a Firefly Enchi yellow belly, actually 2 of them in the past, and this is the exact same snake, but with a few differences that make me think that it's actually a Spark instead of a yellow belly. Biggest reason being is that these alien heads have like a really orangish red tone to them, whereas both of my Firefly Enchi yellow bellies don't have that. And just an overall slightly different look compared to the other 2. But she's a really beautiful female, and I wanted to show her off because of the quality that the Pumas can produce. Really good female. She's going to be an awesome breeder for me in the next few years. Put her back in her enclosure. And then a lot of you guys love this male. He's one of the favorites on Instagram and YouTube. But this is from the dad. So he is a blackhead, black pastel Mojave yellow belly. I've got to prove out the yellow belly, but I'm really confident that the yellow belly is going to approve because of all the washed out pattern here and how busy it is in between the alien heads. So I'm almost positive he's going to prove, but this is going to be dad's replacement, and this guy's already pushing 600-700 grams. So this coming season I'm going to put him into several animals to just increase the blackhead stuff. But yeah, that's quality. So without further ado, guys, we are going to get into the egg cutting video. It's actually a really cool clutch. I want to show it off, but unfortunately there's actually something that went wrong with this clutch. I'm gonna explain it. Actually, coincidentally, Justin, one of his more recent videos over at JKR, actually shows off the same issue with one of his powerful clutches. It's real unfortunate, but this does happen. I'm gonna show you guys that after I cut. You're gonna actually see the babies out of the egg, so you're gonna wanna stick around. All right, guys, we are gonna do something fun. As some of you guys may know, in the past I created something called Who's Your Uncle? I created the game, and then one of my buddies, he helped me come up with the name, and I thought it was a great idea because when people do multiple parents in the breedings, they call it, you know, Who's Your Daddy clutch. So we ended up calling it Who's Your Uncle. It's a game that we play where I would write names of some of my subscribers on some of the eggs as a way to give them a shout out, and then you get to see what they hatch out as. Sometimes they get lucky and become like the most powerful snake in the clutch. Some not so lucky. This way I'm gonna do it a little bit different because it's the first clutch of the season, and I honestly didn't really think it through as to who I wanted to put on the egg. So I made it actually a way for everybody to participate. So I numbered the eggs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the comments of the video, I want you guys to pick a number, and then we'll see what you hatch out as. So do it right now before we cut it open. That way you know if you got lucky or not. Parents were Blackhead yellow belly male bred to a Puma female. So I'm hoping for a Blackhead Puma and potentially a Blackhead Ivory. Every baby's gonna either have the spark gene or the yellow belly gene. So should be fun. There shouldn't be any normals in this clutch. But hoping for some Blackhead stuff. I really want to produce some more Blackhead stuff. If we can get a Blackhead Puma, that would be something I would hold on to for later on, because hopefully gonna be building up some asphalt stuff here with one of the clutches that's soon to lay. All right, first egg of the season. Here we go. So these eggs were really easy to separate here a second ago. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way because these scissors are kind of small. So let's see what we get, guys. Hopefully I'm still in frame for you guys. And I normally like to do a little slit on the edge, that way we can kind of see inside. And then I'm gonna get the macro lens, so we'll get a peek inside. But right off the rip, we got a Blackhead combo. What it looks like. Again, I'm gonna get the macro lens so you guys can get a better look. But that looks like a Blackhead YB or a Blackhead Spark. Awesome way to start it out. Cool. I will take that. So we'll probably get 1 or 2 more of those if we're lucky. But hoping to see some type of Puma or Ivory combo in here. I want to see some light snakes. All right, so we got egg number 2 here. Man, these are gonna be some big babies. I can feel it already. So let's get into egg number 2. Oh, I think I see some white, guys. I think I see some white. Could be an Ivory, could be a Puma. Oh, we got a blood vessel there. Oof, that one's leaking. Okay. So we got something white. If you guys are new to seeing this, the babies are full term, so the blood vessels are strictly just for development. But we got a Puma, and again, I'll get the macro lens, but I see some nice purples on there, so that is awesome. I see some purples. Ooh, messy. So there we go. We got our first Puma. That is awesome. So there is no doubt that the Blackhead father is a Blackhead yellow belly because we just proved it out. I produced some Blackhead stuff with him last season, but I wasn't 100% positive that he contained yellow belly, even though he definitely looked like it. It was hard to identify yellow belly in the babies, but there's no doubting that that's a Puma. So I'm excited. Interesting looking baby in there. So hopefully we get a few more of these. That way we have better odds with the female Puma. So egg number 3. So let's see what we got here. Oh, we got another Puma, guys. Oh yeah. Hold on, let me tilt this so that a lot of that fluid doesn't come piling out. There we go. Ooh, I think that's the Blackhead Puma, guys. Look at that little blushing right there, that little circle. I think that's the Blackhead Puma, guys. I think that is definitely the Blackhead Puma. Oh my gosh, that thing is nuts. I have never seen one online to compare it to. Wow, look at that, guys. Can't wait to get the macro lens up close on that. Sweet. So I'm hoping for a Blackhead Puma female. That way I can eventually get some asphalt stuff put into this, some Blackhead asphalt stuff put to this. I'm waiting for a clutch to be laid from a Blackhead Yellow Belly, which is the dad of this clutch, bred to an asphalt pastel Blackhead female. So best case scenario would be the super Blackhead pastel freeway, but I'm hoping even just for a Blackhead freeway. Those things are nuts. There's actually one picture on Morph Market that you can pull up and to see one. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's a pretty looking snake. Ooh, sorry guys, I'm so rusty on egg cutting. I haven't cut eggs in like 8 months, so I'm a little rusty here. But can't get that. And I'm at the dinner table. Oh, that's a Blackhead right there. So that's, dude, looks like we're doing good with Blackhead so far. Oh, come on, making a mess here. Get in there. So you can see, came out to say hi. So Blackhead Spark or Blackhead Yellow Belly. So I'm gonna put that down. Don't want to leak too much more out of that. Egg. But these eggs are nice and dimpled, so I would imagine they'd be out in within the next few days or so. But this clutch is actually turning out really, really good. I am really happy. This Blackhead Puma is gonna be sick, dude. Heck yeah. All right, oh, I skipped over to egg number 5, so we're now on egg number 4. So kind of wasn't paying attention. I was just so in awe with that Blackhead Puma. I know without a doubt that's Blackhead Puma, because I bought my Puma female when she was really young, and she didn't look like that. She didn't have that much color. Oh dude, we hit another Puma, guys. Dude, we are killing it. We got 3 Pumas in the clutch. Look at that. So far, can't tell if it's a Blackhead Puma just because it's on its side. It looks really promising. There's a lot of pattern I can see on the side, and there's a ton of purples, but when they're really young, they're very, very purple. So we've got 3 Pumas so far. That is awesome. All right, we are on the very last egg. Let's see if we hit another Puma. The odds are really good. That means so far that was 3 yellow belly babies from the dad. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this one like I normally cut. I normally cut a half circle just because it creates a better flap. Come on. There we go. And another Blackhead, Spark, or Yellow Belly. Jeez, guys, we did really good with odds in this clutch, man. So we hit for sure 1, 2, 3 Blackheads. Okay, we hit 3 Pumas, which one of them is very promising to be Blackhead Puma. Wow, honestly, the odds, I'm really happy with those odds. I am really happy with those odds. Wow. So hopefully some of these Blackheads are female, so I can hold on to them and hopefully prove them out to have the Spark gene. That way we can, throw some freeway stuff into that in the future. That would just be really awesome. But yeah guys, that's the egg cutting. I will definitely update you guys once they come out, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so everything has come out of the egg, so I wanted to give you guys a first look at these animals from this clutch. Unfortunately, I got some really bad news with this clutch. None of the animals are dead, but there is some defects on actually most of the clutch. This one does not have any defects. What this one is this is either a blackhead yellow belly or spark. And look at all those nice flames. Just a gorgeous looking animal. Look at that beautiful animal. This animal is gonna really pop once it has its first shed. Nice dark looking animal. Really love how this one turned out. But I actually got 2 of these, and I'm not sexing any of them until after they have their first shed. I may hold on to a female if one of these are female, just because I'm trying to build up the yellow belly complex with the blackhead for future stuff. I've got a potential shot at super blackhead freeway with pastel as an extra gene in it. Later on in the season, I have a gravid asphalt pastel blackhead female that was bred to the same dad here. And this is the second one, okay? These 2 animals are the only 2 that came out with no defects. Look at that belly shot. Another blackhead, yellow belly / spark. I think I said that with the first one. It's spark or yellow belly because the mother was a puma. So really beautiful blackhead baby right here. Just nice and dark. And I think my blackhead is a red gene, just from some of the babies from last season. And now just further showing these babies, I really strongly think that he had the red gene. But look at all that. Hoping that this is a female. I would love to keep this one just because of the insane blushings. And now into the next animals. So we hit another one. This one just came out, but the defect is actually the next 4 animals, including this one, have shark jaw. So I believe this is to be another blackhead yellow belly / spark. But yeah, so this one's just not as dark, so this may not have the blackhead, but there's some signs that, I mean, it really strongly looks blackhead, but it's got shark jaw. This one's got a pretty bad case of it. So what shark jaw is where the bottom jaw doesn't fully develop all the way. And these animals, they're kind of like 50-50 as to whether they will survive. I am going to give it a chance to survive and you know, sell it off as a pet for a very reduced price. But yeah, this clutch was a bummer that happened, and it's really, nobody really knows where it comes from. Justin just recently did a video, and he had a really nice hurricane pied clutch that had shark jaw. All 3 of the babies that survived had shark jaw. Here's another baby. I keep going back and forth as to whether this is a puma, a blackhead puma, or a blackhead ivory. But with the busyness on the sides, I'm leaning more towards puma, because puma does that. But I think this one's just a little bit more reduced. But I think this is a blackhead puma. But really gorgeous animal. But again, it's got the shark jaw. This one doesn't have it as bad as the last one, but it's still definitely there. So it's got a little shark head. But really unfortunate because, man, this baby's just absolutely stunning. So this will make an awesome pet for somebody. Just beautiful. Beautiful. Some of its umbilical cord got stuck on my finger there. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that this had to happen to this beautiful animal, or these beautiful animals. And then the next one, I also think that this is a blackhead puma. This one's definitely more busy, but look at that. Look at that head, guys. Just absolutely stunning. This one definitely has a lot more of the puma pattern. There's this is like without question a Puma. This one looks a little bit more ivory, except for it does have those busy sides, which are signature for Pumas, and a very bright dorsal stripe, whereas a lot of the ivories, the dorsal stripe isn't that bright. But look at that paradox head marking. And then this too, it's got a pretty significant case of shark mouth. So I am going to hold on to one of them just for kind of educational purposes, me to study the animal, see how it thrives, see if it will make it to adulthood. The others I will sell off. Looks like it's got some really nice markings here. And the last one is my absolute favorite, and this one is what really stung the most, this last one, because it's just a one-of-a-kind animal, and producing something like this only happens so often. But this one I think is just a straight up Puma, but a paradoxed Puma. So let's see here, let me get this camera to focus. Look at that head, same thing, all paradoxed. Look at that paradox ringer it's got going on right there. And then it's got the paradox tail. Just ridiculously nice animal. This is everything I imagined this animal would look like. There's a good shot it's got Puma too. It's just really hard to tell. This one I don't think is blackhead, only because it has a lot of oranges bleeding through, all through both sides of the stripe there. Whereas the other ones are a little bit more like gray and purple, but just a phenomenal looking animal. And this is going to be the one that I'm definitely going to keep just to study. But again, it's got a case of shark jaw. Not as extreme as some of the other ones, but it's definitely got it. So it's going to be one of those animals that I just hold on to, just to, not to breed, but to just see how it ages and how it grows. But yeah, really bummed out about this animal. Just beautiful looking animal. I mean, just a one of a kind with those paradox markings all over it. I love the paradox stuff. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about the clutch. You know, besides the shark jaw, I don't want that to take away from the actual beauty of this clutch. I mean, we hit some really awesome animals, and I'm pretty sure either 6 for 6 for blackheads or 5 for 6 for blackheads. This is the only one I think might not have blackhead, but really good with the odds there, from a blackhead yellow belly to a Puma. So stay tuned. We are going to have the blackhead yellow belly and the blackhead asphalt pastel clutch probably in the next 2 to 2.5 months, where I should have babies on the ground, because the clutch is due to be laid in the next 2 weeks. Also, next clutch is going to be, I believe it's the black pastel Inchy het desert ghost to the pastel het desert ghost. So I believe we got 8 eggs there. So we got statistically 2 shots at hitting a visual desert ghost, and every baby's going to either be black pastel or Inchy. So if I do hit a desert ghost, it's going to contain at least one of those genes. So super excited. Stay tuned for the next few clutches, guys. We got 8 more in the incubator. See you guys later. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's unfortunate that the babies had shark mouth. It does happen. It's been about 6 years since I produced an animal with that, and it was only one baby from a 1 egg surviving clutch. And actually that baby didn't really make it long out of the egg. I think it passed away within like 6 hours. So that's the only other time I've ever produced a shark mouth. But it does happen again. It's not the end of the world. Life goes on. But you guys are going to want to stay tuned. Believe it or not, I've already cut clutch number 2, and it's a banger clutch. It is from a black pastel Inchy, which is an Axe-like Super het desert ghost bred to a pastel het desert ghost, and I think I hit this one out of the park. So you guys are going to want to stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to show the clutch cutting again in the next video. So season is finally starting to pick up, so you're going to want to stick around. You'll start seeing the videos kind of come out a little bit more frequently, because this is the time of year where I want to actually record. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.